Give an outro for the YouTube? Yeah. Well, you know, please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Ring that bell too. Let's go. All right. Chat, I want to issue a trigger warning. If you're Italian, this might be really hard for you to watch. Look, our people have hurt one another too many times, okay? And unfortunately, the leftist libtard media never covers it. This is Italian on Italian violence. What you're about to see here, folks, is the head Fredo attacking yet another wonderful Italian man. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say Marone a lot, okay? Marone. I'm going to be doing this a lot. I might not be able to control myself. I might cry. Trigger warning, Italian violence. Okay, let's take a look.
A restaurant owner in California posted signs calling on customers to show proof that they have not gotten the vaccine. He's also banned diners from wearing masks inside.
Gotta pee, I'll be back.
And put up this massive billboard that says, "Leave the mask, take the cannoli." Of course, it has to be an Italian guy, and he's using the Godfather. Anyway, Tony Roman is the owner of Basilico's Pasta e Vino, and he joins me now from inside his restaurant.
Man, you said the name perfectly. You said it perfectly. Good job. Now I know you're Italian.
It's because I speak the language. Let me guess, you don't. But here's what I'm asking you. Tony,
I love it.
is this a little bit of a joke?
Fire
Can you give me some hope? You really don't want people to not get vaccinated so they can come to your restaurant?
That's a good question. You're a smart guy. It's an IQ test.
It literally is an IQ test, but not in the way that he thinks it is. You know what I mean? This is such a funny moment because it honestly is an IQ test. It's like, but in the exact opposite way. Like, you failed your own IQ test. Congratulations. You fucking failed. I don't know how the fuck you can fail an IQ test, but you did.
I tell them, you know what? If you still don't understand it, maybe we should put up a sign up that says you're too stupid to come into the restaurant. I mean, it's very simple. Just like you said, I think you figured it out. Am I right?
I don't even know what you're saying right now. Tell me, so what's the deal?
I'm saying we're making a point.
So
you answered the question.
So you haven't been vaccinated. Nobody in your family's been vaccinated.
If I answer that, are you going to answer that when I ask you?
Yeah, sure. Ask me whatever you want. Now answer my question.
I'm not vaccinated. Are you?
I am. How about your parents, your wife, your kids?
You were hesitant.
No, he wasn't. You just literally had no other counter. My man prepared his entire shtick for him to be hesitant. He prepared his entire shtick to be like, whoa, why were you hesitant? It's because you're lying, right? Like, typical fucking, mainstream liberal media elite, like, not taking the vaccine, like, like, and he just did not even study. He was like, yeah, of course I took the vaccine, dumbass. Like, now he has nothing, okay? He's panicking. And he's like, fuck, he didn't hesitate. Oh, you hesitated. But he has one script. So what do you do now? Just shattered frame, okay? Absolutely fucking Kumpster frame. Hold on here.
Yeah, sure. Ask me whatever you want. Now answer my question.
I'm not vaccinated. Are you?
I am. How about your parents, your wife, your kids?
You were hesitant.
No, I got vaccinated.
I'm gonna ask you the same. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Is your family vaccinated?
Yes.
See, what you're not getting, you're failing the IQ test.
He's literally like, you're not getting it though. Fuck, you were supposed to be saying that you would. Fuck, I thought you were gonna fucking hesitate. Like, dude, you don't have a plan B, dude? You had one dialogue option? Who wrote this script for you, dude? Actual NPCs like, you're breaking my fucking brain, dude. That's so funny. It's so funny. He's like, yeah, of course I got vaccinated. Yeah, my family did too. Now, the one charitable thing that I will say here is that, like, maybe there's a delay, because sometimes there are delays when you're talking to someone in a studio. Except, like, that means that he's aware that there's a delay because they've been talking already, and his responses are always coming in late. So what happened? Like, did his brain delay and he forgot about the delay that was there?
What you're not getting, which I expected. What you're not getting is that this is not an anti-vaccine stand. It's a pro-freedom stand. That's what you're not getting.
What is the difference when you are ignoring the science that suggests that if you get vaccinated, you protect yourself, you protect the people around you, and you help us get out of this pandemic a little bit faster?
So what's next then? Are we all going to lock ourselves in our homes whenever there's a flu outbreak or there's an outbreak of a common cold? Are we going to lock ourselves inside our homes and wear a moon suit?
The whole reason this is happening is because people won't protect themselves, Tony. I mean, what are you thinking?
then why did you leave your house when you had COVID? I mean, you had it, and you left your house. I mean, it's been documented.
First
right?
of all,
So
it has been
why don't you answer
documented.
that?
My ass, it's been documented.
Why
I
don't you
quarantined.
Why
I
don't you
went
answer it?
out. My wife got accosted by somebody.
I don't know, man.
And I know you don't know, so I'm trying to help you. The science is clear, Tony.
You're trying to help me.
I
I'm
don't
trying to
want
help
you to get sick the way I was
The
sick.
science is clear. Oh, you care about me all of a sudden, huh?
Dude, you don't even fucking care about me. I thought this was gonna be a positive interview. You said, hey, you know, I'm Italian, you're Italian. All of a sudden, you're fucking murdering me over here. Maron, I thought we were gonna fucking break bread, garlic bread. Here you are saying, how you doing? Fuck you. All right. I love that he goes, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. This is not an anti-vaccination stance. So what is it then, dude? You literally are saying like, oh, I'm for freedom. Oh, really? You're for freedom? That's why you're saying like, I'm going to exclude people who got the vaccine from my restaurant? Like, not that it matters. Like, I think this is a great policy. More restaurants should implement this policy. Just like literally avoid these idiots. Okay, at all costs. I feel terrible for his workers. Man, the delusion that getting vaccinated will end the pandemic is actually insane. You can't eradicate an endemic virus. It's here to stay, like forever. Dude, totally, dude. You're right. That's why no fucking viruses have ever been eradicated, famously. Guys, stop saying polio and smallpox, Spanish flu. Like, stop. They're all here. Unironically, they are popping up in certain areas where there are like a significant amount of fucking anti-vaxxers, for the record. I'm just going to say. I feel like the way you talk about the virus regarding unvaxxed people is like if they get COVID, they're pretty much doomed to die. And then COVID has like a 90% death rate when in reality it's around 0.03 to 0.02 for people aged 0 to 49 and 0.5 for people between 50 and 69 years. 70 plus people have a 5% risk of dying, which is heavily skewed by the oldest and most fragile. Okay. Just let him die then, dude. Like, what a fucking idiotic take, dude. What an absolutely idiotic take. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Dude, 600,000 people died. You understand that, right? Like, that's insanely high. That's a lot of fucking people. You know, COVID still couldn't beat heart disease, okay? Despite, you know, Republicans' best efforts to in you know, the #1 cause of death in America. 600,000 people died in the United States alone, dude. How many more fucking people should die from this? It is like completely preventable with a vaccine. Like, that's the worst part. Another big problem with COVID is that it fucking fills up the hospitals, especially the ICUs. That's the big problem. Just because your fucking dumbass family members don't want to take the fucking vaccine doesn't mean that they can crowd up the hospital beds. At this point, it's like, well, it's like a DNR, dude. You're basically writing a fucking DNR. 5% of people aged over 70 in the United States, 52.4 million, is 2.62 million. So this chapter is okay with killing 2.6 million people if they get COVID. Another thing that people don't understand is that not eradicating COVID quickly, just like not taking the necessary precautions like Australia did, or like South Korea did, or like so many other fucking countries did, even China, is going to only extend the problems and actually cause variants to spark up, like the Delta variant, which has such a high viral load delivery that it even has breakthrough cases on people who are vaccinated. And that's going to keep happening unless we completely eradicate it. The Hawks talking about the low death rate are in for a hilarious surprise when they learn one of the most common long-term side effects of getting COVID is erectile dysfunction. Yeah, COVID can fucking cripple your lung capacity long-term, permanently, okay? With pneumonia-like symptoms. We don't know the consequences of like long COVID. We don't know enough about. But we also don't understand what the long-term effects are of COVID in general. That's another thing. And millions of people have gotten it already. Life is about dice rolls. If you want to look at it like a gambler, then everything you do is technically a dice roll. You always have the chance to die. You have the chance to die from getting the vaccine. It is insanely rare. It will not happen. But there's still a chance. Just like there's still a chance that you could fucking collapse in your bed. Also rare. You can die doing anything. You could die walking outside of your house. But we don't operate that way. The only reason why you're feeling this way is because people have told you that this is terrifying. Like that you should be afraid of this vaccine that's like you're putting into your body. You have a significantly higher likelihood of dying. Like a significantly higher likelihood of dying as you are driving over to get your fucking vaccine than actually from the vaccine itself. Just like you have a much higher likelihood of dying from COVID than you do, no matter what your fucking age group is, no matter than getting the vaccine and dying because of the vaccine. So I don't know what this argument is. Like, it literally doesn't make sense from your own perspective, where it's like, well, why would I take a dice roll? What are your thoughts on smoking, obesity, heart problems, and suicide deaths? Government has never done anything to this level to try and save those people. Why? Because we have a fucking horrible government, okay? Because capitalism. Welcome to the fucking chatter, who originally came here just to fucking talk shit, okay? Following since today. Do you really think that I don't talk about all of those issues? Let's talk about it. Smoking is a horrible addiction. The government has done some things to at least manage the secondary impact of smoking as secondhand smoking. So they have regulated it. I don't know if you have a big problem with that, but if you don't have a big problem with that, but you have a problem with the vaccinations, you're a bit of a hypocrite. But I wouldn't be surprised because you're a fucking idiot. As far as obesity goes, the government tries to regulate a healthy diet and promote healthy dietary habits, but ultimately it doesn't really matter because, unfortunately, corn is profoundly important and we subsidize the production of it. And it's in virtually every single fucking food that we eat. And high fructose corn syrup is pretty fucking bad and definitely leads to more obese people in this country, only to constantly compete with the country of Mexico, which we've also had a similar impact on. Also, obesity, as Chatter pointed out, is not contagious. So there's that.
So my stance here is a pro-freedom stand only. It's not political. You're never going to...
Literally not true. You want to not allow people to come into your restaurant if they've been vaccinated, which implies that you are an anti-vaxxer. Like, obviously, you think it's like so bad that you want to urge people, or you want to give them additional reasons to not get vaccinated. And B, you do not care about freedoms. You're not saying that, like, you know, you care about people's individual liberties. Otherwise, you would allow people to come into your restaurant regardless of vaccination status.
I'm down here. You're not gonna...
Maybe so. You're pro-freedom, but people can't wear masks. Tony, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I gave you a chance to make the case. I wish you well. I hope your family stays safe.
I made my case. You didn't have much to say. You didn't have much to say.
I mean,
wow, he's like, I fucking owned you. I fucking owned you, dude. I fucking murdered you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you sleeping with the fucking fishes over here.
honestly, you sound like an idiot, so there's not much to say. But, Tony, good luck with it. See ya.
And so do you.
Yeah. Only for having you on the show. That was my only mistake.
This is right.
Look, it's just stupid. I'm pro-freedom. I'm not anti. It's not about the vaccine. It's about freedom. What the hell is he talking about? Of course you have the freedom not to take it. The question is it a good move? He doesn't know the science. He doesn't want to know the science. I hate that he's Italian-American, by the way, because it plays into his stereotype.
Oh, my God. We've spent years with the position that we didn't need the state to force us to behave, that we could be smart and responsible without having our hands held. And then in the span of a year, a bunch of you idiots who are definitely reading this right now went ahead and did everything you could to prove that, no, we definitely are not smart enough to do anything intelligent on our own, and that we apparently do need the government to force us to not be stupid. It's true. Literally true. I'm glad that the libertarians are finally becoming self-aware. Welcome to statism, boys. Let's go, dude. So a dozen people have had their reporting privileges revoked for a week over this. Yes, I can do that now. I can snooze your ability to report shit for a week. Before you report something, think, what rule does it actually break? If it doesn't break a rule and you report it, I'm taking away your reporting privileges for a week. Look at that, dude. Libertarians ruling with an iron fist. Listen, when libertarians recognize that libertarianism is like a fucking silly notion, they oftentimes switch over to becoming fascists. So it's a little different. Check some more comments on that thread. It's gold. Let's do it. Classical liberal libertarian Christian. I really love how basic cleanliness has become politicized to such an extent that now even talking about it gets you marked as a bootlicking idiot that does whatever the government tells you. Dude, no shot. Are libertarians really this fucking stupid? Like, they're like unironically just like, I won't wash my fucking hands. Born to shit, forced to wipe, brother. You fucking kidding me? You want me to wash my fucking hands? What is this? Communist China? Them Chinese, they're washing their hands every goddamn day, brother. Don't you say it. BRB gonna write, become ungovernable on the wall with my own feces to own the libs. I wonder if people are starting to recognize that, like, a lot of these people are just like libertarians because they are contrarian Republicans. Like, that's it. They're reactionaries and they believe that the only way to fucking, you know, demonstrate their political point of view is by reacting to progress. The only dumb fuck is OP. You act as if freedom is a privilege I have to earn by the government from being a good boy. As for the government needing an excuse to stop rationalizing authoritarianism. Yeah, I will not be a good boy. I will not be a good boy. I will not be wearing a mask. I will not be washing my hands. I will be licking sick people. I go to the goddamn ICU every fucking day. And I lick all the people there. Okay, I want to get all them diseases. I will not. The government will not stop me. Either you believe in the harm principle or you don't. Therefore, freedom is a privilege earned from being a good boy. Being a good boy is not harming others. Oh my God, they're trying to fucking explain the NAP and how like not getting a vaccine is a violation of NAP.